Good morning, everyone. It's Cynthia with your daily tarot pick card of the day. This week we're using Medicine Woman Tarot, and I have details about that in the description box below. So I'm going to take a moment to tune into the collective energy for today, tune into spirit. I invite you to do the same. Take a few deep breaths to relax. Tune into your higher self, your intuition. And let's see. Now, I would also like to say that these messages are timeless, so whenever you happen to find it, trust that there is likely a message here for you. Take what resonates, leave the rest. The Guide or Hermit card. Major Arcana Key 9. And indeed, I'm feeling like there's an encouragement in today's energy for you to be open to insights. Remember to take time for self-care. Remember to take time for meditation, especially if you've been really busy recently, or if you've been ruminating or overthinking or stressed about something. It's not that you want to go into meditation to seek answers. You want to go into the kind of meditation where you can relax yourself and sort of reconnect to your intuition. Because I have a feeling your spirit guides could be trying to deliver messages directly to you, either through your dreams or visions or meditations or just gut instincts. And your ego mind is so hung up or going like a million miles a minute that you can't hear it, and you're having a hard time discerning the difference between what's your intuition and what's your ego trying to make you believe. And the funny thing about the ego is it's not always one or the other, because the ego, your spirit guides, your intuition, your higher self is always going to be fairly single pointed and matter of fact and one track, right? The ego mind will take on whatever mask or tone or voice that it wants to. So the ego mind can even sometimes be just as reasonable sounding, but there's, just like in poker, there's a tell, right? Your own intellectual ego mind has a tell. And if you know what that is, then no matter what it's saying, even if for once, right, it's agreeing. But so this is really talking about finding the centered space for yourself to reconnect to your higher self. And if you feel like your mind's been going too far, or if you're just in a state of confusion or overwhelmed, cloudy fogginess, this, that, the other thing. Um, you might just need to have the kind of meditation that doesn't necessarily seek answers or present a question or a problem, that will come, but you need to, I'm getting the sense that there needs to be some kind of a finding the calm, finding the peace, finding the centeredness, relaxation. So do, like, before you, when you sit to meditate, go through a physical process of relaxation, like when you do like the muscle tension from top to bottom, or maybe some I don't know, what else would you do? A guided meditation briefly, but then when the guided meditation ends and you've hit that relaxed state, that's where you need to hang out there and let your mind filter through the crap if it's still there. And if the crap is quieted down some, try and hold yourself in that peace. Because I feel like your spirit guides are trying to deliver a message to you, and because they're so steady, it's almost like a they're not going to shout over your mind. even if your mind has lots of wisdom and knowledge and truth in it, mixed in with a whole lot of noise, it just ends up sounding like noise. And your intuition's not going to speak louder than that. It's going to wait for everything to calm down, so to speak, because it's gotten to a volume level where it wouldn't get received. So, in any case, it's definitely talking about reconnection today. Taking some time for yourself, taking some time for meditation, taking some time for self-care, and working with that kind of an energy. So if you happen to have a day off, go ahead and rest up and try to minimize your distractions, or take plenty of downtime away from, even if, whether it's distractions or whether it's enjoyable activities. You know what I mean? Take time in between activities if you can, to sort of soothe yourself and ease yourself back into like a neutral space, a clear neutral space where, you know, it's cleared around you, and then you're open to the next experience or the guidance from your inner planes to actually come through clearly. This could also be support from someone else that you know, or that knows something. Like there's kind of like a mentorish, advisor, teaching kind of an aspect here. So there could be something else going on in terms of maybe there's something specific that you've been meaning to speak to someone about. You know that they're an expert, or you know this about them, or you know that they might have an answer or suggestion or some feedback for you. So this could also be that energy of reaching out to an expert, and that might not even per se be specifically about your spiritual journey or your healing journey or whatever path that you're currently focused on right now. That could actually have something to do with a creative endeavor or a work project. But I wouldn't say that this would be a work project for someone else necessarily. It still does have to do something with self-development in some way. So it could be, I'm thinking of taking this course or getting that certification or doing this thing. I want to talk to that person about what they know. Or I have this new idea for a creative endeavor or for something of that nature, and I want to run that idea by this person. So again, it could be reaching out to an expert in regards to something that pertains to an aspect of your self development, which, I mean, ultimately it's an extension of your spiritual journey as such. But yeah, so there's this combination of taking time for yourself in one sense. In another sense, there could also be that reaching out to someone who either you trust, or you are aware of the fact that they know um, something about something, and can either they either know more than you do, or might have an answer or a resource or a suggestion for you, or they know as much as you do and can provide a sort of nurturing feedback loop on something that you could be working on. And that has to do with self development, whether that's self development in terms of personal aspects of creativity or expression or something of that nature, or whether that has to do with self development in terms of, you know, career and work, and a field that you are akin to professional, and or, I mean, even apprentice, but still, like, whatever level that you're at, you know what I mean. So it definitely has to do with something very practical and grounded as well. So any opportunities to meditate, any opportunities to reconnect to your own intuition, to your spirit guides, and to calm the mind chatter and the noise is what I'm hearing. Clear this arena around you so that, get the clouds out of there so that the light can shine through, right? Um, and also a reaching out to someone with expertise or a supportive person who can provide this nurturing feedback loop for you on something that you could be working on. So I wish you a lot of peace and blessings for the rest of the day. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you again so much for being here. If you enjoyed these messages, if they resonated with you, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you're enjoying the content on the channel, by all means, show your support by hitting the subscribe button. And I look forward to seeing you at any time in the future, every time. You're always welcome. So thank you very much, and we'll see you tomorrow.